Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors unto your apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, and shalom to the hopeful elect. This video, I want to get into who the so-called white man, as he's known today, is according to biblical prophecy, okay? Because you have our people, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who consistently ask, why does it matter about the so-called white man? And the main thing is because of prophecy, man, because that's the spirit of Yahweh Shai. And what you come to find out is he's the devil, man, and his rulership, basically, that the downfall of his rulership means the bringing about of our rulership. But while he's ruling, you have to understand that he has a demonic spirit, a perverse spirit, and he's not to be trusted. So this is Obadiah 1:6. How are the things that Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought up? Okay, I'll read it again. How are the things that Esau being a so-called white man, okay, searched out? How are the hid things sought up? And how are they sought up? Because through prophecy of the Bible, man, the Heavenly Father revealed these secrets unto his chosen men. His Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. And one of the secrets being that, well, going back to who we are as the 12 tribes of Israel, but then understanding who all these other nations are. And the key player in all the other nations being the sons of the wicked, which is a so-called white man. Now that's how we were able to sort up the hid things of Esau, because the rulers, the banking elites of Esau, they know who they are, and they've put a lot of money and work and time into hiding their true identity. Okay? So this is Genesis 27 or 25, and I'll start from verse 22. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. So these 2 nations were 2 men, okay, that will grow to be 2 boys, that would grow to be 2 men. 2 different manner of people will be separated from thy bowels, 2 different mannerisms, and 1 people shall be stronger than other people, talking about the children of Israel being us. Spiritually, physically, and mentally, we are stronger than so-called white men and every nation, because the Lord built us so in order for us to be his children, man. And that's how it is. And it says, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay, that's being a key point. And when the days of her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. The first came out red all over, like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Esau being a so-called white man, and Esau being a nomen. A name sign basically means, goes back to the Hebrew, Shashwa, wasted away is he, because he lacked pigmentation, as today the so-called white man does, due to that curse being put upon him. Okay, and that goes back to the curse of Cain. Alright? Like the phrase, you've been caught red-handed. That really goes back to Esau, because he has the red hand to do all the crime. And a variant of red is crimson, which goes back to crime. So showing you that the ultimate criminal is Esau, man. And that's why he got the mark of Cain. So that's the point on there. Now verse 27, it says, the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Alright, so it says that Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. We deal with all these Edomites and so-called white people, what they into? Going out into the field and basically trying to get game meat, alright? Killing lions, bears, you know, predators of the field to get notches on their belt. Whereas it said Jacob was a plain man. Now the word plain in the English, what that represents is a straightforward, like even plain, like just straight, morally sound, you know, straight, not changing. But then when you go to the Hebrew, it basically tells you that the word there is fam, meaning perfect, which illustrates the same thing, man. Because to be perfect is to be full, you know, plain, you know, flat. All right. So now, this is Genesis 27 and 38. And Esau said unto his father, now this is after Esau lost a blessing to Jacob, which was biblical prophecy. Actually, that reminds me, let me read on with this, verse 28. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sowed pottage. And Esau came forth from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage. And the reason why it was red was because the meat was raw and uncooked. For I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. Okay? Because they're into, what are they into? They're into, well, let me read on. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright, right? And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me? So Esau, the Lord set up where Esau had the actual ability, you know, the chance to have what it seemed like to have the chance of the kingdom of heaven. But he said, look, man, I'm about to die because I'm famished. And he said that the birthright don't mean nothing to me. So he didn't have that faith to obtain what we're searching for in this present day, being the kingdom of heaven. That's what he lacks, and that's what we have. Going back to what I said earlier, man, we're more physically, mentally, and spiritually dominant than any race on the face of the earth. Why? Because we're the Israelites, we're God's chosen people. Yasha Allah, he is the prince of the power. Okay, the king of the heavens, we're his children, we're his sons, the princes, alright? And it says, and Esau said, behold, verse 33, and Jacob said, swear to me this day, and he swore to him. And he sold his birthright unto Jacob, and Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and did eat and drink, and rose up, and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. That's right, despised his birthright. And there it said, the pottage, red pottage, okay, because they like their meat, well, they say medium rare, but a lot of them like their meat blue. They have burgers where they just slap the beef patty on the stove, and it barely gets cooked for more than a minute. And that's how they like their meat, with the blood oozing out, which is off according to the Bible, man. So when you understand these scriptures and read them, you understand the perverseness of this so-called white man, and why he's a devil, and why the Lord has set up such judgment to befall him in these days. Alright, this is Genesis 27 and 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing for me, father? Blessing my father, bless me even also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Okay, he cried like a bitch, the bitch that he is. And this is after Jacob supplanted, you know, lived up to his name, his nomen, and basically got the birthright. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. So you're going to have dominion over the whole earth. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt thou serve thy brother. Okay. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. As it said in the beginning, as I've read in the beginning, the older shall serve the younger. So he's meant to be in captivity under us, but he got the blessing of his present rulership now. That's why he broke the yoke off of his neck. And he's presently ruling by the sword, which is his weapons of warfare. When you go back to Rome, when he was ruling in Rome, what were they known for? The teeth of iron, okay? The military might, okay? Though tremendously strong. And in this present day and age today, that's the same thing that they use, the gun, the modern day sword. And the ICBM, which is ultimately going to be their end, because it tells you, they that live by the sword shall die by the sword, okay? So that's his